So it is the best time. Mm.
Okay, so the story name, I'm going to narrate one story. The story name is that, Lost Dream. So once upon a time, there were three members at home, father, mother, and daughter. They were very poor and they had enough money to survive life. They could survive they could buy basic which is needed for them. But the father's dream was to see her daughter become a best doctor on this world. So he used to work hard for her daughter. One day they were walking at the market. So the daughter saw one dress outside in the shop, and he asked to father, I want that dress because that dress looking very beautiful. I want that dress. Father knew that he did not had enough money to buy that dress. That dress price was 1500. So father said, son, I did not carry money. Next time definitely I will buy that dress. And this way the daughter his daughter was very good at it is study, as well as she was very good child. So she was studying in class 10, and the result came. So the father wished to her daughter that get a guard in 10 class. So finally, his daughter got a guard in class 10, and after that, his father asked, "Today I am feeling very proud on you and as well as happy. So what do you want? You can ask me. I will buy for you." So the daughter said, "Dad, if you really want to buy for me, and what I'm going to demand it, so I would like to say I want that dress which is I showed you that day." So father, he didn't want to see her daughter said, so that's why he agreed, and next day he bought the dress and gifted to her. Her mother also knew that they didn't had enough money, so that's why the mother asked, from where did you buy this dress and where did you get the money? So father said, to be honest, don't share it to our daughter, because if you share our daughter, so she will feel guilty. So that's why I would like to share it with you. I got money from rest of my saving, as well as I donated some blood. So that after that I bought this dress, because the father didn't want to disappointed her daughter. This way, after that he completed her school, and he enrolled in doctor medical college. So the father started again putting efforts as much as he could to collect money, and he collected money, and the fees was tuition fees was and college fees, tuition fees total fees was like 80,000. So his father was, they knew that they didn't had money. So even though that father have paid the fees, but and when they came back, so his her mother asked to father, his husband, where did you get money and how did you enroll your daughter in medical college? It was very costly. So he said that, I got one kidney failure patient, so I donated my one kidney, and rest of my money, so this way I paid the fees. So day passes, time passes, everything, and after, when they wanted to see their daughter at the medical college first time as a doctor, they were waiting outside the school, but the daughter did not came. Body, dead body came out. So because she was sacrificed, she sacrificed herself because of one guy, because she loved her. So in this story we can learn one thing: who exactly lost her life and who sacrificed her life. So we can say parents, because parents had done whole their life. Parents sacrificed their whole life for the daughter, but daughter sacrificed her life for a boy, and she knows the boy might be some days, some weeks, some months. Only for that purpose the girl sacrificed. So who lost the dream? Definitely parents lost their dream. So this story mostly for a youngster, because youngster they don't know how their parents sacrifice for them to see a best person, see a best doctor, see a best uh, human on this world. But children's mostly they don't know, youngster they don't know, mostly they are attached by social media love, and this way they commit suicide, they can do many things, they take drugs, they walk on wrong path, and they forget to love their parents, they forget to how their parents sacrifice for them. So instead of loving someone and something, giving more valuable someone, we should first give our parents most. We should give valuable our parents. We should love first our parents rather than others. So this is the story. I hope that you got it. Thank you so much.
Well said, Montu. Everything explained well.
Yeah.
Interesting, and it's so. Yeah, our youth must understand this value of parents and should not run away from this infatuation. That is what I would like to say. That the responsibility when we read at the time we have to complete our study, then only we have to go for something else. Well narrated, very interesting.
Yeah. Thank you. So anyone can. Naran.
Okay, thank you. Good evening.
Yeah.
Thank you to all. Welcome. And today I am going to share you just one story. This story related more than important compassion. So we are mostly prefer to passion anywhere, any place, and any sector. But I want to say that passion more than important compassion. So this regarding one story, and I want to go back history. So it is a little bit story. I think not a imaginary. It is a real story, and it is a real story. And also try to listen very carefully because of this story touches me very deeply. The story is that one guy, his name was Ramanujarya. Ramanujarya, he was the really very talented and also dynamic guy that time, and he was really very curious how to go to heaven. So that's why he went one guru and one acharya, and he told him, "How can I possible? I can go straightly direct earth to heaven. What is the system? Do you have any system? Just you can provide me. So I want to go there heaven." So guru saying that yes, absolutely, I have already these things. I want to give you chant one mantra. If you chant it again and again, so I think definitely you will reach heaven. But one thing, you should not reveal it. I am giving you this chant, just you can just conceal it, and you and again you chant it. Then after you can go heaven. So that's why. So this guy he was really very dynamic because of he every time want to better. Every time thinks about surrounding area, and so he asking that Guru, this mantra, if anyone can chant, the anyone can go heaven. Guru saying that absolutely anyone can this chant this mantra, anyone can go heaven. Directly anyone can go heaven, but you should not rebel anywhere. Okay. So that time he went and he totally revealed this mantra, this chant, whole of his village. So morning time, whole of people they are standing in this roof and they are started chanting. So that time this place Guru were passing there. So that time Guru he's saying that whole of people, whole of million people, they are standing in the roof and they are chanting this mantra. So that's why he was getting angry. So that's why he called Ramanu. Ramanu, I told you and you should not reveal it. But why you reveal it this chant? So that time Ramanu told one thing, Ramanuj. Guru, you told me na this mantra anyone can chant it, then anyone can go heaven. So Guru saying that yes, definitely, why not? So then there are already a million of people chanting this mantra, so they will be go heaven. The Guru saying that yes, definitely go, but you have to go. You have to go hell because you reveal it. So that's why you have to go. That time Ramayana is saying that if million and million people can go to heaven, so definitely I want to go heaven. If million and million people can go heaven, I want to go heaven. I want to go hell also, definitely. So this is the things. Passion more than important compassion, because he was thinking whole of million and million people. So that's why he sacrificed his life. He want to go very delightfully with hell because of all people they can go easily heaven. So this was the story, and it was Kura. I think it was a really very historic and also authentic story. You can search it and Puran. So then definitely you will find it. You will have found it. Sir. Thank you.
Yeah, very nice, Naran. You narrate, So thank you so much. So good evening, Alphaji. Today we are narrating a
Thank you.
story.
Thank you.
Story
So
somewhere. This is a story somewhere, I think so.
what?
I read this story.
Okay, that's great.
The story which you have again read, I am going to narrate it.
Ma'am, you read this story?
Yeah, I
No.
know.
Yeah,
It is from Puran, na?
Quran.
So that's why Ramayana. Anyone can search in Google, then YouTube, you will find it. This story, a real
But
story.
Yeah.
It is.
I think so. There is a any spiritual book. This stories belongs to any spiritual book, I think so.
Yeah.
Because my
Yes,
mom
I
always,
mostly prefer to spirit.
That is called Quran.
I mostly prefer. I mostly prefer holy book and spiritual book. I try to cling every time these books. So most of the time I read.
actually my mother is belongs to ISKCON, so usually he read spiritual and holy
Yes,
books.
good. I have read already so many
So
Prabhupada reads book.
she would narrate this story to me. Either I read this story, but
Good.
I know about the story. I heard somewhere, and I read also this story somewhere.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so Sai Kumar, you can go first. Unmute.
No, if you give me one chance, then see only 9 minutes have left. I have a class.
Okay, so
45
first,
40.
yeah,
Yeah, let
Betaji,
me
so
try.
on.
Okay, I don't know whether it or not. I have read the story from our Sudhamurthi's collection. Actually, how important is discipline? This is what this story shows. When she was in campus, I think when in graduation or some engineering, then she had a classmate that Picago or something. She told she had written over there. I forgot that actual name. Okay, we can call him Picago or what is something. Okay, he was very brilliant, and almost he gets highest mark in her class. But frequent means he was absent infrequently. He never used to come regularly. Very rarely he attended the class. Then also he got first in class. So he had got very good, powerful, brilliant boy. And once she asked Picago, why don't you come regularly? If you could come regular, then you can achieve something more. Then he told, he gave the reply, no, I don't want to come regularly because it is very easy for me. That time I can do something else. So I am engaging something, so I can do some other works. So it is very wrong, means a very cakewalk for me. I can grab it very easy way. What he said is absolutely right. He grabbed it very easily and he scored very good mark. And anyway, they have completed their degree and all of them they depart after many years after, when she went to Dubai or somewhere. She was talking in a huge in front of a huge audience. Then after her meeting or means speech, somebody was waiting outside. Then one of the person came and told her, ma'am, some wait means visitor is there. He wanted to meet you. He was telling that Picago or something. Anyway, he wanted to meet you. Then they were not allowing him to get inside. And after that, she told them, she told that please give him permission and let him come. I want to talk to him. I don't know who is he. And he came inside and they met after many years. His structure and everything, it was changed a lot. Then when he saw the Sudhamurti, he was not able to spell her name because she had grown up to that level. And she after that they recognized each other. Sudhamurti was known by everyone because of her popularity, but she didn't know who that person was. And actually, they introduced that person. He introduced Sudhamurti. I was your classmate. I am this one and everything. Then she came to know everything very briefly. Then after she asked him about his what are you doing, then she thought of that he may be running in a huge institution or like a business, like Infosys, like she, because that was caliber he has got at the time. Then when she asked, then he told her, I am a clerk or something in a very small in a company. He was a clerk. It's a very lower post. He was handling a very lower post. Then she was surprised, actually, and about his family and everything. She inquired. He told everything. He felt so embarrassed. He was very shy. Means he felt so what is called inferior complex to stand in front of her. The reason was he was the first student, but now her position and his position entirely day and night. We cannot imagine that. What she understood from that, if we want in a discipline, because he never kept a consistency in whatever the things he could have occur at the time, he hadn't done that. That is why he was not able to attend any interview, any test in a appropriate time. That is the reason he couldn't succeed in his life. He hadn't got such a big position. Otherwise, the reason he was not regular in his campus, he never felt that it is not that much important. I can acquire any time, I can get the mark. Mark is not only that medium or to acquire anything. Regularity and discipline, that is what we have to teach our children. If they want acquire in proper time, that is what we have kept a 10 to 4 and getting up morning and brushing and hygiene. These are the things we have to teach our children in early age. Otherwise, in middle age, when they become in teenager, they can't. It will be very hurdle for them. It will be a big issue for them. So the things what we have to acquire in exact time, we have to be perfect. Then only we can, we don't want to suffer. We never feel like a, means what Picago, what he felt in later on his life. So that is what she want to make. Each and every her book, we can find this type of very heart touching stories, and it is means a life, somebody's life. She tells somebody's life. Actually, it is not a story. Actual what happened with her or somebody's. That is what she narrates. Thank you so much, Monte. Anyway, I think I succeed.
Yeah, very good. You also. You narrate very well.
This story about Prakash. He is a classmate of Sudha Murthy, and finally he become a construction engineer at Dubai. But he will not reach at the high position like a Sudha Murthy, where he narrate how his family and all that. I know about this story.
That is why I told you.
Acha, ma'am,
Narayan, your voice is breaking.
this book name is White. No, this book name is White in Other Ways.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know it.
Yes. So then,
Yeah.
done, no, sir. I have already this book, and I have read also. So that's why I am saying that this Which and Other Ways.
Yeah, very
Really,
good.
I am success just now.
Yeah.
Just
I know.
really, I am very happy just now because I am doing a
Almost.
little bit good job. But you told me na, so that's why I'm thinking that this book I think written by White and otherwise I think.
Yeah, once you told me you were going through that book. So immediately I also purchased that book
Yes.
some months before. Thank you
So
so much
okay.
for
But I
Yeah.
have a really very good books. It is also not a good book. Also, every book is good, but you can try another book also. I have read it also. 2 3 book I have already read from Sudha Krishnamurti. Hmm. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So Sai Kumar, are you ready?
Yeah, Monto.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, there was a village name is Colombia. There were two members in family, father, husband and wife. Husband name is Henry, wife name is Richa, and rich husband Henry was doing her business. Henry was doing business uh, uh, in what can I say, in business oriented job he was also doing. And Richa was a housewife. Richa was a housewife, home housewife. And Richa has a like one homekeeper, and she was also very cooking very good. And her name is Mary. Mary was also preparing very delicious foods every day, every time. Richa every time trusted to Mary. Once one day it yeah, one day Richa went to temple. At the times Richa home delivered like 4 bags of rice. 4 bags of rice at the times. Mary was greedy at the times. She was took 2 kg basmati rice, and she was thinking that today we can also prepare we can also prepare basmati rice and biryani today we can also enjoy to eat. And suddenly she took and she also stolen the rice on the Richa family. Richa always trusted to Mary every time, so she did not deny every time. So she also give lots of clothes, her clothes, and new clothes. And every time she also Richa also prepares to prepare and give to Mary coffee, tea, these kind of things. She also prepare and make prepared and give to Mary also. It's going to it's going to too good. But one day Richa mother-in-law came into the Richa home, and both are taken at selfie. Both are taken selfie. Took selfie. Both are took selfie on the time. After that, yeah, mother-in-law always swinging on the table chair. And she was also doing chanting on the chair. And she spent at least 10 or 20 minutes on the swinging on the table. After that, Richa went to temple, and again Mary started stolen some other products, vegetable, fruits, and some other milk, sugar, those kind of things. She also stolen at Richa home. Every day she was also going to get peek, going to theft going to theft lots of products on the Richa home. And uh, and the Richa's home. Richa went to like Mary went to her home. Mary went to her home, and Mary husband was a lazy boy. She did not go to any work. He was very lazy every time. She did not go to work anywhere. And one day Mary husband said to Richa, Mary husband said to Mary, why you are doing like this? You have caught one day, please don't do like this, don't do like this, your job, don't do like these kind of things. It's bad behavior. It's you could cut one day. She denies the like her she denies her husband thoughts and things. After that she went to Richa home. She also making delicious food. She also prepared lots of things in the home. She completed Mary completed her work, her work eagerly. And he also like mother-in-law was chanting on the table. And she was also swinging. And at the time, so she like Mary stolen some vegetables in the Richa home. And she was mother-in-law was observed at the time. She also recorded some video, her witness video. And she was also stolen some other products in the home. And she was also shooting. And what she did not swing swing on the table. She was also fake swing on the time. At the time, she was also observed every time she went to kitchen. And here and there, uh, she was wandering there. At the time, Richard came to the home. Richard came to the home. She was also not. Mary went to. I am completed today my work. I want to go. I want to leave now. She was Mary. Mary was asked to mother-in-law, like what you are going to prepare today. I am going to prepare vegetable vegetable mixed vegetable now. Where did you buy? Yeah, what kind of a vegetable you bought in the vegetable shop? I already seen your activities, and I already observed your where you stolen this vegetable, mixed vegetable. And Mary started talking like I bought somewhere else. I bought nearby my home. I did not theft anywhere. And she was also saying to mother-in-law. Mother-in-law also like shooted her video, her activities. Also, caught. She was also caught at the time. She also showed to Richa also. Why you are doing like this, Mary? What kind of activities you are doing? Is it good or not? She was also Richa every time. So Mary, every time Richa, every time she was also trusted. And she went to temple. And she came back to home. Every time Mary was trusted. Richa was trusted to Mary. And Mary started the greedy business, greedy things. So that's why she started stolen and some other products, uh, some other groceries in the Richa's home. And mother-in-law and Richa also seen her video and activities. And this is the your last warning. Mother-in-law said to Richa at the time. So don't trust anyone. If you trust everyone, if you trust everyone, this is the don't trust to anyone. If you trust anyone, these like of activities we are also going to we people also going to impact like this. Don't trust anyone. Mother-in-law said to Richa. This is the moral story.
Yeah, very good, Sai Kumar. However, you narrate very well story. I got it about story. It is interested. So now Alpha, it's your turn.
So my story is quite different. Story was for a girl of 8 year old. So story start from the city of Bangalore. There was a one couple who her parents was working as her father was working as a banker, and no, her father was working as a doctor, and her mother was banker by profession. So though they both were very busy, but there is a girl, their own child. Her name was Nooni, and it is a very fabulous, famous story in Indian market. But it is a true story. So a story moving around Nooni. So Nooni is a 12-year-old girl, and she was very naughty. So usually she spend her summer vacation in any camp. Either she will go somewhere else according to her parents' plan. But this time before COVID, before during pandemic, her parents had decided they will drop Noni in her paternal grandfather home. So Nuni was very excited because this is the first time she was going to village. So Nuni happily packed her bag and all things and went to reach to her grandparents' home. Her grandparents also feel blessed because her daughter, grandchild has come to their home. So definitely it was a pleasure for them. Where Nunia started new life. She has started learning new things regarding kitchen, regarding how to cook, how to serve the society, how to make a more friend, how to ride his bicycle. So many things she has started learning over there. This entire thing is going on, and even though Nuni also knows about how cow give the birth of child, how to protect them and all things, because her grandmother also did involve in this type of things. So Nuni also tried to involve herself in this way. Every day when Nuni usually go to the bed, that time her grandparents always narrate one story regarding the step bells. So her grandmother always said to her, Nuni, they are in this village, Soman, the village name is Soman Bhalli at Karnataka district. Somanvalli is famous for the step bells. So you know the story of the step bells, how it makes, so how it's built. So our grandparents narrate some credial fairies comes in the on the earth, and they build that stables, and they having a good flow of water and all, and good flow of water as well as lots of gems inside that stable. Every day she heard this story by her grandparents. She knows everything about that story, but in that village everyone discuss about that stables, because where it is no one can able to find that stable. So Nuni was very curious to know about where is that stable. So one day she decided and to she decided to go somewhere, and Vardha river is a very famous in the, I think, Karnataka. So his Nuni is having a group of 8 and 7 child. So they all were going to the Vardha, near to the Vardha river. They enjoy, and by the evening, before the evening, they are just coming back to their home because their grandparents has instructed to them. So suddenly, when they were come, Nuni said to them, "Just we will go to home by this forest." So yeah, their friend tried to oppose her, but Nuni was not trying to listen them. So they choose the way of forest. Suddenly, after 10 meter of walking, Nuni leg stuck somewhere, and her friend also drag on same path, and they were keep continue on the same path following Nuni, but Nuni was just still stuck somewhere, and she started for helping. She started calling for helping, help me, help me. So all of them come towards Nuni and see Nuni leg were stuck in a one big with the whole of big stone. So they all are trying to just repel that stone, and they found there is a big hole inside it. and one of those friends just slip inside that hole, and there was a lots of mud and lots of grass over there, so they all were get scared what happening with all of us. So finally, Nuni said, "No, we will not. No need to get too much scared. It's better to we will find solution." So they all started to dig that particular hole. What is there, and help with the help of that digging, they are able to just bring back to his friend, her friend. Finally, at the end, they reached at home and they narrate entire story to her grandparents, especially her dadu. So she said, I got the sleep bell clue, and there is that. So her grandparents have decided to call aerological department. They call the aerological department. Aeronautical department teams come over there. They dig entire area of 10 kilometer of Soman Valley, and they found there is a big stable inside that ground. Even though still it is available at Karnataka, so at Somanvalli, and they also found there is a big pond inside that a stable, and that stable pond is a water is a very purified water, because that waters come from Kaveri Krishna river, and that's come with lots of minerals. That why water is a very clean. After lots of uh, inspection, they found the huge water source inside that stables, and stables is a very nice. Within a stables, they found one temple of Lord Ganesha, and after adding this entire things, after happening this thing, Noni get very excited because he did lots big work, because no one can expected that this is whether a stable available in the Soman Valley or not. They all are talking about imaginary thing, but Nuni is the first person whose curiosity bring to the that achievement, and she was able to find that stable. Finally, Nuni and her friend was rewarded for their remarkable work, and still that Soman Valley stables is I think so recognized by UNESCO heritage site, and still it's come under the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and still people are go there, perform the pujas and so many things. People are enjoying that place Somanpalli. Now Somanpalli is very famous for their this incident. And finally, Nuni, after getting this of achievement, her father and mother get so happy. Somewhere they somehow they started try to scold her, but her achievement was so bigger, so no one can try to do this. But finally, they all are happy because at the age of the Nuni name come into the paper, and they got she got lots of publicity. So so somewhere her parents was happy. So she about it, I already mentioned. This is the story regarding girls that her name is Anushka. Nuni is her. That's my
Yeah, thank you so much, Alpha. Really, you also narrate wonderful story, and I learned especially many things because I hadn't written I haven't written this kind of a story, so it was new for me. So thank you so much.
your turn, I think so.
I already narrate first. Today
Yeah,
I got
Monica
Okay.
already completed.